Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here's the white hallway. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you're watching the end of a Let's Play series, not to get spoiled.
Excuse me?
Oh my God!
I'm gonna leave, go take a shower, and come back, and it's still gonna be loading.
Oh, the thing disappeared. There we go.
Oh, there we go. There's a thing. Ah, yes. Those old early 2000 graphics for a few moments. I don't remember what we have to do. We have to figure out how to get Galerius elected.
Yeah, so basically all we have to do is...
We need to get Malleolus to drop out.
Yeah, so we've already got the proof we needed to get Malleolus to drop out.
Okay. Did we? What was the proof?
Oh.
I mean, he found you. And he's just staring at you ominously.
Salve again, friend. I'm transmitting this into your mind. He's on Professor X.
I went and did as you asked, and it worked. How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know?
Oh, this backfires entirely, and he's like, maybe you should be magistrate instead. Like, fuck. Yep, we live in the same day over and over again. Yep, blah blah blah. You're calling me a sissy. Yeah, at least there's that. At least we're not in the underworld.
Yeah.
You're a good man.
Sweats.
Hello again. Here's about running for magistrate yourself.
Maybe that's...
Malleolus withdrew from the election.
Oh, that was unexpected. I'll let Equitia know I'll be running. All right, friend.
All right, so he's running now. So either we had him do all this stuff, so maybe it's all people are already going to vote for him.
Maybe. Or we might still have to go around and talk to them and say, hey,
talk
you
to
want to
people
vote
first. This guy, he works for
On your best behavior.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna vote for him.
he's probably not. Who are you gonna vote for?
Not that it's any of your business. All right.
I think all I can do is ask people who they're gonna vote for. I mean, this is a little choppy from all the loading. Who are you gonna vote for?
I'm not going.
Yeah, I can just
Whatever.
ask people. I can't actually influence. But since he's helped so many people, thanks to me.
A new face. Are
Yeah.
they?
Equitia.
It must be
Is Equitia the one that he's in love with?
Yes.
Why do you...
She'll probably vote for him, right?
As I said, I'm planning to... Yes. I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments.
Yes, conflict. That's what I want. It's totally not my fucking speedrunning strat.
Very well. I'll get things started right away.
Man, we fucking rigged the election. She's not actually saying anything.
Citizens,
Oh, there we go.
it is time.
They do that. They kind of just like to stare at you for a few moments to make sure you're listening.
The brains are buffering.
Let
Yeah.
us meet to elect our
She's a little
magistrate.
slow. She's got to think.
Turns out she already got that dick from, what's his face? It blew her fucking mind.
Fucked her so hard she turned retarded. Like, ah, ah. All right, Dooley, you fuck. Now I just have to actually wait for the election to happen.
I guess so.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
It's time. The election's on.
Galerius. Yeah, you gave Equitia that good dick, didn't you? She's gonna walk up to the podium, not say anything for like 10 minutes, and then finally talk. What's up, Centius? You fuck. We are gathered here today to celebrate the joining between Sentius and Galerius.
Yay.
Here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are
Sentius
and Lake
Sentius is the guy that's brought us here, right?
Yeah.
Marcus Malleolus Gurges withdrew his candidacy earlier today. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Galerius. He saved the life of my dear friend Fabia.
Dacius.
Sentius.
Virgil.
The man who put a stop to the threats I've been receiving. Galerius.
Ulpius.
Galerius, the man who saved my life.
Rufius.
The man who treated my rheumatism. Galerius.
These votes are seeming a little biased.
Yeah,
like Galerius did some favors for me, so I'm voting for him.
New magistrate is Gallus Galerius.
Yeah, good job.
What?
It has been decided.
I like how he's like, what? Excuse me?
I won?
The brief address.
I just want to say, this isn't something I ever wanted.
This isn't something I've ever wanted, so I'm stepping down.
I'm going to do everything I can not to let you down. I'll need some time to put together a list of the changes I want to make around here. But I promise you, there will be changes.
First of all, taxes are going up 200%. Boo! Boo!
Release him from his cell immediately. Please. Wait,
okay.
Do I need to say please? I suppose not. That's it. You can all get on with your day.
Alright, Horatius, you fuck. Release Dooley.
Oh, wow, that guy just sprinted directly into Galerius. Like, I thought he was going to assassinate him. What's happening? Did it just get darker?
I think it
no,
just
it's just the shadows. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's just because the day is passing now, finally.
I can't just like slip my arm in there and grab it.
So he's going to release him, which means that you'll now get the tablet.
And Dooley's Dooley's retarded, so the second he gets out, the clock is running down. Yes, he's gonna fucking wander somewhere he shouldn't be.
Wasn't for a newcomer, so be sure to offer your thanks when you can.
I will.
So yeah, grab that tablet, run up to the temple.
Thank you, Galerius. I'm so happy.
So happy I don't have to stand here in one spot.
I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Why don't you go to the baths? Then tell Georgius I said you could have some new clothes. Then I want you to go home and rest. I'll speak with you
Chivo,
soon.
Liberator. Have Dooley released from his cell. Greek plaque.
Hades, Lord of Many. Alright. So you have all 4 plaques now.
Yep.
We
met before, Dooley.
met before, Dooley.
Sorry.
I don't know if we've met before on this loop.
I don't think you have on this loop.
You can have my, and maybe you can.
I've already taken.
My friend Hannibal used to look after, but before that, he told me.
What was it?
He gave me a key to the system.
Oh, yeah, I've already done that.
Told me to please help me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank.
Thanks for the key, guy, I guess.
Oh, look,
Shit.
Oh, look, shiny treasure. No, no, no.
He's
no,
going
no,
after
no, no,
the
no.
shinies. Sprint, goddamn you! We have to move.
I'm honestly waiting for the sins of the one.
The many shall. What the fuck just happened?
Yep, there it is.
Dooley, you retard! Hello again, El Presidente.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are? And
Yeah, imagine if, like, on day 2, he turns this whole place into a military dictatorship.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Oh, sounds. You?
Yeah, just give. Yeah, everything.
Oh, Virgil. All right, let me see. What? Are you? You're serious, aren't you?
Now go as fast as you can.
I want to know what the other option was.
What other option?
Well, there was other options that were highlighted that you could have taken before telling him to go run off and do stuff.
Oh, the other one was that's all for now.
Oh, well, no, because there was that huge block of text, right? Like the golden rule's about to be broken. Blah, blah, blah,
oh yeah, that's if I want to do one of the other endings, the escape ending. We're going all in for the true ending.
Hell yeah! Gonna get that dwarven armor.
I mean, yeah. Instead of retrieving pieces of a tablet, it was retrieving pieces of dwarven armor. Immaculate dwarven armor. Then I had to go back in time again to retrieve with the Arbiter's helmet.
Yep. And what would you have your Arbiter do? All right.
And now open.
Well, I'll give it a second. There we go.
Man. Sure hope Sentis doesn't break the golden rule or something after noticing that. Oh, there we go. Sure. Loading screen.
Oh, I was about to say, is that him breaking the golden rule? Like, what happened? He broke the golden rule and forced you into a loading screen.
It's like, that's never done that before in all these loops. Ah, well. Probably a trick of the sun. What's his name? They're all his name, aren't they?
What was the question? What did it say?
Speak his name. Hey, Pluto.
I would say, because this was originally an Egyptian place, I would say Osiris, right?
Well, it was before the Egyptians. There was the Sumerians.
So Nurgle?
Nope. Pluto!
Oh, Pluto. Oh, I guess
because he's now known as Pluto.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's not unsettling at all. Nope. Just the vine boom sound plays when I get his name wrong.
I guess so.
Hades.
Oh, you have to do it in order, descending on
the
who
rooms.
they,
The rooms indicate.
Yeah.
This one's like an Egyptian
Egypt.
looking one. This one's gonna be Osiris.
And then Nurgle will be the last one, I guess.
So they just fucking build more rooms to this temple? Osiris.
Yeah, and then the Mesopotamians. There we go. At least it doesn't like instant loss you if you do it. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, here's the white hallway. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! If you're watching the end of a Let's Play series, not to get spoiled.
Excuse me?
Oh my God!
Are you in the future?
I'm in the fucking aliens.
You're in space.
Okay, I wasn't expecting this.
What was? We meet at last? Did they just Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull us?
Is that death?
People.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you have already gathered, I've been known
I am God.
To the Sumerians. Osiris.
Next to me is Jesus, and over here is the Holy Spirit.
The robed guy and the lady.
But the one constant through it all has been my title, God.
God of the underworld.
And I've been watching you with curiosity, mortal, ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazing.
And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so brazenly. But there will be time for
here's where he analyzes my playthrough and decides how sinful I've been.
I will allow you to satisfy your curiosity. Ask what you will.
What's your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know?
What if I shot him?
Don't do that.
Who's the woman on your left?
This is my beloved.
My beloved Karen.
Like me, she has been known by many names. Eresh Kigal to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians.
Oh, Persephone, okay.
Persephone to the Greeks.
Why is she just kind of sitting there?
I think she looks like she's in a. There's like a little seam here. I think she's in a box.
Springtime, the cycle of life.
She's in the cum jar.
Oh, gross.
Oh, Proserpina has been whispering to me.
Your gaze lingers too long.
She's pretty.
Who's a man?
And on your right?
That is my servant.
Karen.
Oh, whoa, he's looking at us.
Though she wears many faces and goes by many names. Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kurti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans.
So two of those names are the same.
Yeah, Charon and Charon.
And this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible. For that, she earned herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman. You will talk more later. For now, ask your questions.
So you're a god, huh?
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals.
I was not fucking expecting to be in space.
Yeah.
Because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect. But despite
and is this ending only because like it's possible to escape the Golden City, or the Forgotten City, I mean. So does that mean aliens aren't ancient alien gods or whatever aren't involved if I just escape and break the loop that way? Like, am I just alive? This is no longer the underworld?
Yeah, I guess.
Or I live like a false life, thinking I'm back in the real world, but really it's the last moments of my brain. It's the last moments of my brain extended into eternity.
You quick save?
Not during conversation.
I mean, like after the conversation, like if he gives you an option to do something, could you save and then shoot him in the face?
Even rage and sorrow.
I mean, if we beat this fast enough, we can always just load my other save and just run up on him. Can I see your true form? Be not afraid.
No. Long ago I swore to Persephone that I would remain in this form for as long as we remained among your kind. I must honor that.
No, we did have another model.
As you wish.
So what is this place?
It has come to be known simply as the Underworld. And it exists.
Ironically, the Underworld is over the world.
Yeah. Or maybe the world is inside the Underworld, and we're all actually around it.
And what's the Earth over there doing?
That is a long story.
It's just a projection. It's very complicated.
Years ago and continues to this day.
Do you see, Hollow Earth theory is true. 9/11 was an inside job.
Hollow Earth theory is true, but not in the way you expected.
Not in the way you expected. Turns out, inside the Earth is outer space and another Earth.
Lawless and barbaric. You all but destroyed yourselves. Your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you.
So I came up with my final solution. We round up the Jews and wait, I'm getting off on a tangent here.
So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer. We offered guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law. And you called us gods.
So you invented the Jews?
But soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, we saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways of violence and ignorance, this time in our name. My kin had seen enough, and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic, scarcely more than animals. We began preparations to return to Elysium.
Elysium?
A world, a utopia unspoiled by conflict and unimaginable.
We've made our plans to return to Elysium, the Matt Damon film.
Have you seen it? It is a masterpiece.
It's
completely correct in all aspects of our culture and life.
She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind. And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death. Horrified, I acted swiftly.
So that's why she's frozen.
I suspended her in the cum jar.
Deep frozen sleep.
The cum box.
Age and sickness.
The cum box.
And then I pleaded with Prosperna's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself. But he refused. I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. He would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium. No exception.
Wait a minute. The ritual was of Proserpina as well. The ritual that Sintis used to send me back in time?
Yeah.
If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted to join us in Elysium. My part would be to remain behind, the last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime. And here I am, after all this time, still waiting.
Cool story, bro. Who are your kin?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names, but perhaps you knew them by their Roman names. Our leader, Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina.
Where are the rest of them? Are they already back in Elysium?
Probably. The wager was just for him to stay behind. To get Proserpina to watch over one city for a year until the city is free of sin, or something like that.
As the first wave of your kind arrived from the Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives, and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave.
So wait, this is a physical place in the world? If you had them build it.
Declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians.
So it's not the actual, literal underworld. It's an actual place on Earth. But we're in space. I don't fucking know.
Well, I'm assuming that door we opened was a portal to here.
Was it a portal? I mean, yeah, the hallway was a lot longer than the building was.
Yeah.
They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations
Jesus.
were forgotten.
Dick?
To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned from silver, a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind. Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's Obol, or as coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original tokens.
That's actually kind of cool.
In fact,
yeah,
almost all of
the writing in this game is surprisingly good.
Only 2 remain.
For something that is so unpolished.
Most of the time, it's pretty good.
Most of the time. There are some issues, but like, the writing
there's some
isn't
stupid.
Yeah, the writing isn't the worst for a game of this caliber.
Yeah.
And Proserpina is along with it.
I'm honestly glad he's answering all of our questions. Like he doesn't.
So
have
I
anything
just so
better to
happen
do.
to have a fucking nickel in my pocket. and that's how I wound up here. How did I die? So this isn't the physical place?
No, I don't know if
how
you're
the
dead.
fuck did you have people build it? Am I dead?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place.
And he can just straight up resurrect people?
And he told stories of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh, and his words were twisted and distorted over generations. Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less and less resemblance to this place in their priests' pursuit of profit. Then, when the Greeks began to arrive, they proved far more cunning. And in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped.
Oh, yeah.
A named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas. They each told embellished tales of this place.
All those stories were real.
To get here,
yeah.
And how to escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt, Greece to Rome, your kind has always told each other stories about this place.
You know, I was told there'd be more topless angels. With, like, you know, big titties slopping around. Like, what the fuck is up with that? How come the Romans get their afterlife, but I don't get mine?
Of course.
Let's talk about something else. That's all the questions I know.
That is merely the name your people have given to it, but yes, it is my doing.
Why turn people to gold?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared rulers...
You know, he said there's only 1,000 tokens. I wonder if there's only 1,000 golden statues in this place.
Maybe.
And many women were vying to become his wife.
Is he talking about Midas?
I think so.
I thought Midas was Greek, though.
Two were particularly ambitious.
What?
Both were beautiful.
Midas was Greek, wasn't he?
Both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces, their hair woven in elaborate fashion. The first woman recognized...
Well, he'll probably explain it as the tale of King Midas being from Sumer and then being adapted into Greek.
Necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, but she had no such jewelry at her disposal. She prayed
That's assuming this is about Midas.
that would listen to cover her.
Oh, this is not Midas, okay.
And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked
and murdered her.
Nobody was watching. Pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat.
I was gonna say, then she covered her in molten gold because it was easier to get molten gold than golden jewelry.
I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain.
Of course, it's women. They ruin everything, right, Spencer? Am I right? Yeah.
Damn women. Why can't they just be lesbians and just love each other?
The wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all to make way for a new wave. And began the way.
I mean, at that, why not just reset the year from there?
Yeah.
Say, okay, that fucked up, but no more sinning. Otherwise, you become like that.
Suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament.
Jesus, that's dark.
Of your kind for eternity.
That is fucked up.
Sentinels. I give your kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand,
He's getting angry.
Terrible suffering upon yourselves.
You've asked too many questions now. Turn to gold.
I'm the one destroying your lives. And I say, no. You destroy yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
I don't know. I mean, they'd be pretty alive if you weren't turning everyone to gold.
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. Consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as Furies.
The furries.
God damn, they're yipping all over the place.
I've always
Well, premarital sex is a sin, so I'm turning people to gold for that. Also, the N-word. You say it once, everyone turns to gold.
Arabi or your 12 tables of the Roman Republic can ever cover all possible scenarios.
Just one N-bomb drops. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations.
They say a word that sounds a lot like it, but
like someone says vinegar.
Well.
Someone says vinegar and says, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one."
Hey,
no, please no.
No, it's just, hey, Galius, what's your favorite trip? Oh, you know, salt and vinegar. The sins of the vinegar.
Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often.
Like, you know, I took a trip to Niger the other day. The sins of the many. God damn it!
It is the simplest of concepts, and each one of you is born with the faculties required.
What would you say is your favorite landmark from your world, guy who's definitely not Greek? You know, Niagara Falls. No, the many shall suffer.
The many shall. The many shall. Whatever. Doesn't sound like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You.
Oh, that was the
How
wrong thing
dare
to say.
you know that I know nothing? How do you know when people sin?
I'm able to commune with all the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Oh no.
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
No reason.
No reason.
What an odd question.
You know, because she's a god, you're a god. You know. I've seen some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin. How could you let them happen?
Do you plan to speak in sweeping generalizations? Or are you going to give me...
Oh my god, I've actually seen horrible things. Abduction.
Abduction? You mean the magistrate imprisoning his daughter in the cistern, I take it. He did so because she sought to escape. A sin I take particularly seriously. Better that he stops her from escaping, albeit brutishly, than I have to wipe out this entire city to punish her. Wouldn't you agree?
I disagree. Wait. Am I saying I'd rather wipe out the entire city? Or... Well, I guess I'd just end up being here alone, starving with what's this fuck?
Supposing you're right, and my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
I don't know what to pick.
I don't know either. Just take me back to the original conversation tree and we'll see.
Now tell me, what other...
Okay.
That bondage?
That might be just seen as an agreement between two parties.
Yeah.
Suicide?
Yeah.
I've seen no such thing, but in any case, taking...
I see no such thing. Ulpius!
Wait,
That was
does that
his
mean
name,
that
right?
he is not aware of the loops?
Oh.
Therefore,
Wait, so he's aware of what I've done, probably able to see my memories, but he's not aware of the looping.
seems like an extremely literal interpretation of the rule.
I mean, yeah, people suffer from suicide.
Applying this rule always requires us to interpret the meaning of the words. A literal interpretation helps to minimize the ambiguities of your primitive language.
No, fair enough. But if our language is full of ambiguity, doesn't that make the rule inherently subjective and unreliable?
Supposing you're right.
I think it's all going to lead to that, unless one of these options convinces him. Jeez, I'm gonna fucking preach to him. Price gouging for life-saving medicine.
Let's save that for the end. Let's see what
let's see what else he has to say.
I disagree. Having watched this merchant, that is precisely what he would expect from others, and he would be quite capable of paying the price anyway.
Can't know what to expect, you're just speculating. It's not just a theory, it's a game theory. Thanks for watching. Oh my god, he's wearing gold. Is he Golden Freddy?
Not if we're wise enough to know the mind.
I wasn't listening to what he was saying.
I didn't listen either.
And you think you know the minds of other people?
Supposing you're right.
No, never mind.
Now tell.
Okay, this guy's probably gonna say, you know, mutual agreement.
You speak of the moneylender. How is that inconsistent with the rule? And he would never have signed a contract pledging his labor for 30 years. All he did was enforce the terms.
Yep,
of the contract.
That's a good point. Yeah.
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 Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority, this is interesting. I'm curious, how do people escape poverty where you're from?
They work jobs. Why am I jumping straight to loans?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You fucking go to McDonald's, you get a job.
Yeah.
You get an education so you can get a better job. Because you know you're not going to be working at McDonald's for 30 fucking years. What?
And then you work yourself to death.
Like, I'm going to college, going into game design. I'm going to be fucking making video games within the next 5 years.
And then you can make the next version of this game where he said where this option is not there. Where it doesn't jump straight to loans.
I only make a remake of this game where the only thing changed is talking about loans when I'm talking about how loans are bad.
Exactly.
And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
Yeah, he got you there.
Your system of loans is significantly different to a
You fail to see because you didn't give me the option to just say working for money. It is the same thing. I'm gonna say fair enough.
Yeah, he's got you there.
He's only got me there because the fucking writers of this game are hacks. How do people escape poverty? Well,
I have never taken a loan in my life.
I never taken a loan either. I never even borrowed money. We're gonna jump straight from gainful employment to borrowing from the banking system.
The midwife and the palace, yes. How is that inconsistent with the rule?
What was it?
The experiment. She's torturing people?
The rule is do unto others, meaning other people. Those statues are something else.
Damn.
You know, I'm pretty sure that's how people justified slavery.
They are forsaken. What happens to them is no concern of mine.
I see.
Now tell me, what?
Hey, you're an asshole. I'm going to talk for like 5 seconds.
Do you honestly think you could do better?
Can I become the new god of the underworld? No, that's my point. Nobody's grasp of right and wrong is so perfect other than mine. They can be trusted with all this power. You've become a tyrant.
I should strike you down for that.
And prove me right.
Now, did you have any other questions before your reckoning?
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
That's all the questions I had.
Good. Then now it is time for your reckoning.
Oh no, the reckoning.
It seems Something is wrong.
Performance anxiety? Yeah, I know, it happens to everyone.
In my power to see to the hearts of mortals and weigh their deeds in life. But when I peer into you, I see only a blank slate, as if you did not exist until you appeared in this city. How is this possible?
It's because I'm a creative character.
Where did you find this one?
I do not remember ferrying you. How did you come here?
Wait, what? Oh, I'm from the future! Oh yeah, baby! Maybe you're getting forgetful in your old age.
You would have us believe that my servant merely forgot bringing you here.
She hasn't brought you here yet.
I misspoke. I'm making a joke. I arrive here in about 2,000 years.
If that is true, then I sense the intervention of someone powerful.
How did you come to be in this time, mortal? Who brought you here?
He cannot know.
I was hoping you could tell me.
I do not know. My kin departed long ago, and Proserpina has slumbered for 3,000 years.
Guess that means you don't know everything that goes on around here.
Yeah, be sassy. That'll go well.
Tread lightly, mortal. Enough of this. It seems I will need to put your reckoning on hold for now.
So because I haven't been born yet, my sins don't count?
Guess so. Well, then why did you break the golden rule whenever you did something horrible?
I'd like you to put an end to the golden rule. He doesn't know about the loops.
So I will allow you to make your case. But I warn you, if you anger me or waste my time with lies or wrong-headed arguments, you...
Don't use lie option, got it.
So, tell me, why should I put an end
You can't tell when you're lying.
golden rule?
Proserpina doesn't love you.
God, the golden rule is corrupting the city and you'll never win the wager. Yeah, do that.
How so? And be specific. You have made a grave allegation, and I expect you to back it up.
Yeah, you have all of them.
Yeah, I have all of these.
Yeah.
So, Decius, I guess, top to bottom?
Yeah, go top to bottom.
True. I have witnessed him doing that.
Rufius.
He is a volatile and confused fellow, that one.
Also
Malleolus.
His cruelty does seem to grow greater by the day. Pathetic.
Oh, come on! What? I've done every single quest!
That.
Really? Did we miss something?
Well, in the Skyrim mod, I had to do a boss fight with the Arbiter, the god of the underworld, there, and kill him, take his helmet, go back in time again, and then present the helmet saying that I've already won.
Maybe try that option first, real quick. How can you put this with that soon? Yeah.
That is a very serious accusation, mortal. What sin have I committed? What evidence do you have to support it?
You've committed war crimes. Collect the punishment.
Every one of those people was guilty of failing to ensure their peers lived virtuously. They failed collectively, and so they were punished collectively. The Romans understand this, as did the Greeks before them.
Where I'm from, collective punishment is considered one of the most egregious crimes there is.
How unfortunate that we are not where you are from. Ah, but I am a god, and you are a mortal. Why would you expect me to treat you as I treat my own kind? You are not a peer. You are not a respected equal. Let me ask you this. Do you treat insects as you wish to be treated? Do you care for their well-being?
Oh, Abigail does.
Your fellow man? Do you ensure they have food and shelter and protection from predators? Do you give them rights?
I leave them alone and they leave me alone. That's the equal treatment there. Insects aren't giving me my house.
Of course not, because that would be absurd, just as it would be absurd for me to treat your kind as equals.
I want to know what would happen if you said yes.
Oh, is your kind superior to mine? Your kind and mine can't be so different given that you're in love with one of us. Persephone is one of us now.
My love for her does not mean I am not superior, now that she is mortal.
That sounds pretty arrogant.
Bah! For a moment I thought you might have been building
Fuck.
to a point.
Or maybe this is just what I need.
Just a hubristic little creature.
You know what? Fuck it. Tell him that Persephone doesn't love him.
Persephone doesn't love you.
Huh. I see what you're doing. You are trying to undermine the one thing keeping me anchored here. You are playing a dangerous game.
I wouldn't. Yeah, never mind. I don't think that's a good idea.
What am I gonna do? Just go back in time again? Or
I
load
guess
a
so.
save? Let's do it.
Alright.
She's whispering to me, I have my own time travel ability, Spencer. Saving and loading the game. She's whispering to me in secret through those golden statues.
Turns out when you do this, it erases all your saves.
How dare you come into my domain and attempt
How
to
dare you,
undermine the
biggest stickus?
You will make a fine statue.
Take the golden book.
All right.
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive weapon?
Probably. You may be immortal, but your beloved isn't.
How dare you threaten her? This ends now.
Right.
The many shall
No.
for the sins of the one.
Time to run. Ooh. Bob and weave.
Oh.
Okay, so just go back to the go back. Oh, go back in time again. Fuck.
So many shooters. Woo.
Now that I've got the crown,
Does your HP recharge?
it regenerates slowly. Oh, this is not where I want to be. No, not loading screen with shooters.
You have so many fucking arrows. Ooh, get out of there.
Oh, come on! I
Oh,
got fucked by the
damn.
door auto opening. You know, the sound of that fire isn't helping.
Oh, it did it from the final door. Okay. Disappoint me, Nurgle.
Yep, here we are in space.
Honestly, I'd see if you could just kind of skip and break her crown and take it and go back. No, we'll get closer first.
The many shall suffer for the sins.
Yep,
Did you hit
fucking
it?
speedrun strat.
Don't try to go behind them.
Oh, I just got double hit.
Not serpentine.
At least I know that's a strategy I can use.
All right, remember, loading screen of the door is going to open automatically,
Yep.
and it opens in.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now you just have to dodge all the ones in the city.
I wonder if my dialogue will reflect this. Like, I've never had the conversation with him before. He's still gonna be stranger on my screen. So I would just have gone in, murked Persephone, and then left.
Mm-hmm. Like, hey, bud. Shoots his wife, leaves, flipping him off.
Walk into the god of the underworld's throne, kill his wife, take her crown, refuse to elaborate, then die. Oh!
Your fall damage?
There is, I think.
Damn. Do you not have your fucking... Oh, there you go. Get sniped off the fucking road.
Yeah.
Nope, bad idea, bad idea.
Good idea, good idea.
Man, some people actually survived this long. Here's my question.
What's up?
What's his face does know you're here, right? I mean, like, obviously he remembers all the loops too.
But,
yeah. What about when you're not there for him to open the portal? Like, does he just open the portal and hope you'll show up and go through it?
Yeah. Open it, open it, open it! All right! Yeah, Kara not knowing me
do it again.
Just confirmed that he can't see time travel.
Oh. You? All right.
All right.
Our way, true to Kaiser.
I thought I killed you.
Was that you? Was that my character?
That was
Okay. Like, oh! I wonder if Proserpina will react to me killing her.
Right. She might.
Choo! Wait, why wasn't Ulpius there to kill himself? Why was he over there instead of over here on the ledge? Unless Galerius works really, really fast.
Galerius is actually a all-state switching champion.
It's here still. Ah! What if the escape ending is actually just another bad ending? Like, you escape, it's the many shall suffer for the sins of the one, and like 30 golden archers are waiting there for us. Pluto!
Hades.
Hades!
Osiris.
Ares! Fuck. No, wait, no. Yeah, Osiris.
Osiris.
I started thinking of God of War for some reason. Welcome to space. What if I kill her again and just have 2 crowns?
No.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself. As you
blah blah blah.
By many names. Nergal to the Cimmerians, Osiris to the, but the one constant, and I've been watching you with curiosity. And what is more, you can, that there will be first as a reward.
See this? It's Proserpina's crown.
I would recognize that anywhere, and yet my beloved still wears hers. What is this? How did you come by it?
I took it from her after I killed her in another timeline.
Despicable creature. Why would you do such a thing? And worse still, boast about it.
I could do this all day. End the golden rule, or I will.
You have put me in an impossible position. If I refuse, you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium, humiliated and alone.
Well, what's it gonna be?
I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I have witnessed in 3,000 years.
Yeah!
And now you have shown me...
Kill the Arbiter and show him his helmet!
And I see that Proserpina was a fool to have ever believed in you at all. This has gone on too long.
Psycho! Intimidate the creator of the Golden Rule?
Damn.
But know this. If I abandon the wage and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever ascend.
I just want to go back to my world.
Very well. I will have Charon make arrangements to ferry the others. But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Don't make me kill her again.
Enough, foul creature. This is not something I've decided. You see, once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never.
How do you know that, huh?
And you will have created.
Oh, I guess I did tell him about time travel, didn't I?
What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time.
I'm a god now.
Are you ready?
Let's get this over with.
You had best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Dead. Just immediately dead.
I'm trapped below the golden. I'm trapped in the Forgotten City.
God, that'd be terrible. You're still down there. You just starve. Another 30-minute loading screen later. Oh no. Oh wait, no, you're above ground. You're above ground. Nope, nope, you're still down. All right. Well,
oh,
damn.
the temple is completely gone.
I guess talk to Al.
He's gone back to his homeworld.
I don't think this was a good ending either.
Oh. Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al.
Alworth? Came here to find you.
Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Biggest Dickus. I was hoping you know who I am.
Know who you are? I barely remember how I got here myself. Oh, did that lady in the forest send you in here after me? I guess I lost track of time, learning about the history of this place, and it is extraordinary. I'm fairly certain you and I are the first people to set foot in this city for about 2,000 years. Fortunately for us, the last person in here was a Roman man named Galerius, who inscribed an account into a tablet. Apparently, there was a community of 20-something people trapped in here, and living in fear of a curse they called the Golden Rule. They believed that if even one person sinned, an unknown god would cast them all into gold, like the 1,000 people who'd lived here before them. Then, one day, just as Galerius had finished praying for a good harvest at the shrine of Proserpina, an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like saving the life of a dying woman, foiling an assassination attempt, and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious.
So you would have different dialogue if I didn't tell Galerius about it?
I guess so.
Just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus, because the next thing he knew, the ground shook and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered.
You probably got tired from chiseling into a tablet all day to write 2 sentences.
Statues. And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
These Romans are crazy, man.
No, say it was you.
Actually, that was me.
What? Oh, I see. For a moment there, I thought you were serious.
No, see, I'm insane.
I found a way out through the aqueduct that brought water into the city. Follow me.
Oh, now you found a way out, you fuck. Something we could have done.
Last time?
Yeah. I should fucking shoot you.
You know what I bet? You know why you didn't, I bet? Because you didn't find the girl in the cistern before you shot the guy and created the paradox.
So maybe I could have told him about that.
Yeah, so you didn't know the aqueduct was there. So if you had found it first and then shot him, you might have just been able to tell Al where it was and get out that way.
Ah.
Fresh air.
Hey, Al. What you doing?
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple.
Good idea.
All right.
You go on ahead, and I'll be there soon.
Man, you really just going. Just beating the shit out of that wood.
You're gonna break the wood before it fucking opens.
Were you floating for a second? What are you doing?
I wonder if I could have gone over to the aqueduct at the beginning. Because this is the beginning area.
Yeah.
Just at a different time. We discovered the city after 2,000 years. I'm gonna make sure no one ever goes there again. No archaeologists, no historians. Did civilization down there just fucking collapse?
I guess. Or I guess they were just all returned to where they came from. By magic.
Actually, yeah, I remember that. He said Karen would...
Because Karen was going to take them.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
I know who you are.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait?
Why don't you tell me?
Ah, I see.
Ah!
That's terrifying.
Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Who are you really?
You can just call me Karen if you like.
It's a distinctly different pronunciation than Karen.
With you when we first met. I do not enjoy deceiving people. Believe me, I do not. But I have learned, from 5,000 years of experience, that most people find comfort in familiarity, in gradual
Are you gonna preach to me?
and coming to see the truth in their own time.
And
There's
what
a dude's voice underlayered on hers.
Well, she takes many forms.
Yeah.
That you died, of course. You were dead when I brought you here. My role, as the servant of the god of the underworld, has always been to assist the chosen to cross the threshold from the land of the living to the land of the dead.
How did I die?
Usually, when people do not remember how they died,
You probably got shot.
it is because they suffered a terrible
I was
trauma.
carrying a 9.
Most souls would rather not remember. Ask yourself,
Well, I'm no longer dead.
do you really want to know?
Yes.
As you wish. You were murdered. You were on a mission to recover a collection of stolen relics, including 2 silver coins of ancient origin. From a
Okay, this is from picking the soldier class.
so, yeah.
Succeeded. But as you escaped into the street, you were followed by 2 of his men. A passing motorist saw you being pursued and offered to you a ride. But the men in pursuit destroyed the vehicle with you in it. There was nothing you or your ally could have done.
I'm assuming Al is the
He died
ally.
instantly at the scene, and you followed a few hours later. That man's name was Al Worth. You were each in possession of a sacred coin, called Karen's Opal by some. And so it was my duty to bring you here.
What's so special about these coins? I never had this conversation, so...
Perhaps you have heard the tales of the Greeks and Romans burying their dead with a coin in their mouths.
Blah, blah, blah.
A long time ago, my
Yeah,
orders
yeah,
were simple.
Yeah, just re-explaining.
That is a question. I am just his servant. Only now, I find myself bereft of purpose. There is nobody else to ferry here. Nobody to keep you company. After 5,000 years, the underworld has finally run its course.
Can you return us to the land of the living? Are we in the land of the living?
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never
She's not wearing anything under that hoodie.
Kind of lost track of time in there.
Ooh, Karen. Ooh.
Can we just
single?
live? Can we just hang with Karen?
Are you single, Perryman?
Who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back
Also,
to
how the hell am I
civilization?
in Italy?
Also,
how the hell am I in Italy?
Sounds
First
good
of
to me.
all, how's a man named Al Worth in Italy? All right, Charon, ferry us home.
I like the look of dismay on her face as you say, hey, all right, Charon. Like, hey, could you keep this to yourself? All right, Charon, ferryman of the dead.
So,
what did I just say?
Charon, you seeing anybody? You're not doing anything, are you?
Oh, I mean, please, 1 year later, load us into us hanging out with Charon.
You're no longer employed, so, you know. Just, I get fucking psycho murdered by the god of the underworld.